Okay, we're not. Let's go. Thou must live, die, and no. Laverne, listen to me. Our duty now is to denounce Hermes for his misguided determination, or to convince Emetzelk and Hefladeus that they have been deceived. No, we must instead ensure that the experiences Hermes sought to expunge are preserved. Oh, our duty now is not to denounce. I'm sorry. My mistake. What remains in our memories alone will be our weapon against the final days. You must fight this battle in your age, and I in mine. Come, let us walk together once more. I will see you to the doors of Propylaeon. Okay. And we can fly now. So, while she is walking, I am flying. In a straight line. What a game. What an absolute game. Your time in this age is drawing to an end. Upon speaking to Vena, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Well then. Time to sit back. Oh. Sorry about that. That's better.
So, it is within. The portal that brought you hither, and will take you home.
Yes, this is where we part ways.
May you and yours emerge triumphant. Make use of the knowledge you have gained, that your days in Elpis and our friend's sacrifice be not in vain. With Meteon free to pursue her designs, 'tis only a matter of time until the final days are upon us. We must be ready. From fortifying our defenses to securing our escape, there is much to be done. In spite of this, we cannot allow the report that set this calamity in motion to become common knowledge. Were the masses to learn the fates of the other stars, I fear the situation would spiral out of our control.
Well,
I must carefully consider who can be trusted and bring them into the fold. Ordinarily, I wouldn't hesitate to call upon the 14. However, it was the desire for a fair determination that drove Hermes to attempt to erase our memories. And were he made aware of his actions, there is no telling whether he would remain a friend or become a foe. Alternately, we might try to alienate him from the convocation. Yet in doing so, we would deprive ourselves of a brilliant mind who would be invaluable in the crises to come. Quite the dilemma. Which is why I must work independently of the convocation.
and there we have it.
Regardless of how we proceed, if we are to permanently avert the final days, we must be equal to Hermes' challenge. We must prove that mankind is worthy to exist. And this hinges, I think, on how we confront the all-consuming despair that accompanies a senseless and seemingly inevitable end. Bewildered and divided, we would perish like the peoples of those celestial ruins. We could not hope to survive the final days, much less take the battle to Meteon at her nest. We must find a way to defeat despair, to unite and prepare as many as possible for the struggle ahead. Heavy will weigh the burden of guiding this legion of souls. Yet I have faith in mankind's potential. As long as he believes in himself, there is naught he cannot achieve. So I will not give up on him, on us. You may find your world to be very different, or perhaps the erasure of our friends' memories has sown the seeds of a conjunction between us. We cannot know until the moment is at hand. So shall I strive to do my best, taking naught for granted as I walk my path.
I would assume nothing changed.
And I pray you walk with me to the end.
Always.
As you move forward, so too will I. As will all, resolved to fight for the morrow. And when mankind has found the strength to stand against despair, we shall silence the song of oblivion. She who sings it will learn our journey is far from over. This I promise. Fare you well, my light of the future, till we meet again.
Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey.
From this day forth, I shall strive to bring honor to the seat of Vandania.
Yeah.
Even now, I remember standing there, locked in a moment where the sky is aflame. Where stars fall as tears, and screams darken the seas. Where resignation rots the trees. Where terror twists magics into abominations. Such is the lament of they who have gone before. The song of they who tried and failed to create a better world. The song of the end. That which hides at the edge of the universe is no longer Hope's creation. It is hopelessness incarnate.
Goodbye, Hephadeus.
That day, mankind saw half of its number sacrificed to bring forth Zodiark. And covering the star in a shroud of ether, we forestalled the final days.
Oh.
Yet the cries echoed still. We wept for innocence lost, wailed for death inevitable. A reality too terrible to bear. And for too many who sought comfort in gilded memories of joyful days and tranquil nights.
This is all wrong! Why must we suffer so?
It needn't be like this. No. There must be a way to restore things to the way they were. To reclaim the perfect paradise we once had.
No, my friends. Suffering exists, and we cannot pretend otherwise. No civilization, however great, could eliminate it. If we would live, we must accept it as our constant companion. Let us not seek to forget this tragedy. Let us carry it in our hearts, that we may grow stronger and know true happiness.
We can't accept it! We won't accept it! It will be ours again! A world free of sorrow!
No, it will not. For there has ever been sorrow. Mankind was but spared its biting sting for a time. So please, open your eyes. To try and reclaim those lives we lost by sacrificing yet more isn't wisdom. It is weakness.
That is very close to what
No paradise is
Louis
without
was
its
said.
shadows. If we cannot accept this truth and learn from our pain, then our plight shall be repeated.
O mighty Zodiark! God, born of our boundless faith, we bid you, hear our prayer. Accept this offering of lives, and deliver unto us the lives we once had. Deliver unto us the days of old, the days when the star was a font of love, and we knew naught but bliss.
You would destroy it? Our beautiful world?
Lands that stretched on forever. Skies one could drown in. The heartbeat of nature, silent yet strong. And amidst it all, a people. Beacons of light and life. Laughter that warmed my heart like naught else before. They are my meaning and my purpose. My love. In spite of, or perhaps because of this, I choose to believe in mankind's potential, in his ability to find a way forward. So let there be no way back. From that temptation, I sunder us. No more shall man have wings to bear him to paradise. Henceforth, he shall walk.
Interesting.
All is excruciating pain. I breathe fire and torment.
Her mask is black now.
I birth a world of suffering, to mire and plague. In one fleeting moment, lives come and go, ever moving towards the unknown. And in that fleeting moment, they cry for the answer to the question. Why, given life, are they meant to suffer, to die? As fragmented, imperfect beings, yours is a never-ending quest. A quest to find your purpose, knowing your end is assured. To find the strength to continue when all strength has left you. To find joy even as darkness descends. And amidst deepest despair, light everlasting.
That was cool.
A conjunction has begun to form, an intertwining of your time and mine.
Oh.
When you truly understand what is at stake, and your journey has prepared you to surmount the insurmountable. Then, shall I honor the promise made in another time, another age?
New companion unlocked. A casual report to cry on the main hall of the Baldassian Annex. Before we do that, let's see if we can... I don't know where Reen would be. Therefore, I'm gonna talk to Lena. And see if she has any dialogue option here. Or dialogue option. Anything to say here. Alright. I think that's the same as before. So, let us return. Not in the ancient ropes, because I don't want it to spoil people who have not made it thus far. Even though I've been taking my sweet fucking time and probably... Well, a lot of people have made it past me, but there are also people who didn't start an Endwalker the same time I did. I honestly expected more cutscenes, to be fair. We shall see. You have a knack for turning up exactly when needed, and this is no exception. Oh no, what happened? Laverne, impeccable timing, as always. I've heard you were off in the first as part of our efforts to investigate the fallen days. Well, as it often seems to be the case, while you were away, we've had some few developments, which we can discuss in just a moment. For now, however, I cannot tell you how wonderful it is to have you back. Carrying our song. As the heavens burn. Let's see. So, yeah, have you learned aught more of the final days? Quite a bit. And the journey was well worth the risk. No doubt your newfound knowledge will be a great boon to us all. Unfortunately, during your time on the first, events here have taken a turn for the worse. The Scions are running themselves ragged trying to contain the spread of blasphemies, but it's a losing battle. To try and ascertain to where and why of it, Alizé and Alphino have been trolling all over. Of all the regions they've visited, Locus Amonis is one of the worst affected, which would be Corvos. Thankful Estinian and Graha took a detachment of allied soldiers there to offer aid and succor to those in need. But the province is vast, they only managed to visit a handful of coastal villages. It was an accomplishment worth celebrating still, but a drop in the bucket at best. I knew I would be going there. They mentioned the place way too often. In the meantime, Yashtula and Master Matoya have been making a concerted effort to establish contact with Hydaelyn in the Ethereal Sea, but to no avail. As for Tataru and I, we've been keeping a close eye on the forum. From what we gather, they've been constructing a vessel to ferry people to the moon, an ambitious project that has likely been years, if not decades, in the making. However, since we've seen no sign of it thus far, I suspect it's still incomplete. You will also recall the proposal issued by Master Fortuno to the people of Razad Han. Following that discussion, Vitra declared his support for the plan and urged those who wish to evacuate to accept the forum's invitation. So far so good, but that's where things get a little strange. Apparently the forum caught wind of the lunar teleporter in the Tower of Babel and decided to use it to deliver people to the moon instead of their mysterious ship. Therefore, to secure safe passage for the Highness refugees to the tower, Alphino, Alizé, Estinian and Gra traveled to Garlemald not long ago. Trouble is, the capital was hardly the safest place to begin with. And now... the final days have come to Garlemald. Yeah, makes sense. Shortly after our friends arrived, they were sent to rendezvous with Master Fortuno. Then panic broke out, and our communications were severed. From what fragments we were able to make out before the link show went completely silent, we can only assume the phenomenon has spread to the capital. The others need you, Laverne. Please, you must help them. Okay. Having you there will make all the difference, I'm sure of it. Camp Broken Glass was the first port of call, so you'd best start there. Hopefully, Lucia will know where they are. There's no telling what you'll be walking into, so you had best take every possible precaution. Okay. We shall do that. Curious to see how the area looks like now. Certainly fun. Oh! We immediately, like, instantly start with an instance. Fun. Alright. I guess we're doing this. Laverne, and not a moment too soon. The skies over Garlemald are ablaze, but it's events on the ground that concern me. As you will have heard, your fellow Scions arrived ahead of you. We cut the customary greetings short after we received word from our troops on the Magna Glacies that a Form's airship has landed. It was then that the heavens began to burn. I dispatched your friends at once to ensure the refugees came to no harm. Would have you join them immediately. Additional support is en route, but we will discuss them later. I trust you are ready to depart. Alright, we're going right in there, I guess. Let's go. Holy shit. We are like immediately in the thick of it. Earlier on the Magna Glacies. That's a lot of people that turned over.
No. 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 We were promised an escape. Not the same doom we fled.
Hello, Fortune.
My final days here in this blasted waste. Calm yourselves. Your panic is our greatest enemy.
You're not helping, Fortunal.
Come, we must build a line of defense.
How?
How?
Leave the fighting to us, Father. You must lead the people to safety.
How? It's like their job to do this.
I can handle this pair. You?
Shall tend to the refugees. Let us be about it.
Sounds good. His determination. I love
As
it.
you wish, my little lord.
Are we playing Alpha now, or are we playing ourselves? Is now the question. We are playing Alpha now.
Attention. See to the wounded.
Help is at hand.
Bum, 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 bum.
Leave it to me.
Let's heal him a little bit. Oh no, please. Oh.
Those who can stand, come with me.
Come on.
You're safe now. Easy now. Deep breaths.
Alright. Our allies will see you to safety.
Worry not for the refugees, but for yourself, boy.
Shut up. Oh, hello there. Stay sharp. No kidding. Deadly tentacles. Oh. That's a lot of... I knew found abilities are enough. 200. Alright. I'm gonna go away from there.
Hard, but not hard enough.
Alright. I guess it's did. So that's part 1. I'm gonna assume they are like part 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oh, hello. Was that a blasphemy by any chance?
Help! Someone, please!
What?
Wow. These modded legs. Oh my god.
No. Don't. I don't want to die.
You won't. Oh.
Forward! Let not a single fiend escape!
Good boys.
Wait, that's
10th Legion.
Euless and the army. So, you've recovered then?
Guess so.
In time enough to be of aid. For once.
Perfect.
We can speak of it more later. For now, we must fight!
Let's go.
To repay your salvation in kind, or with better! For Garlemald has her pride!
Alright. Let's go.
Of that I've no doubt.
Unfortunate listeners.
Of all possible saviors, the Imperial Army.
It's like people don't want to die.
I had hoped to take all of them down at once.
You did well.
Withdrawal might be in order.
No.
Sod that. You know who would never abandon these people to their fate.
Speaking of
To be
which,
devoured by their former friends. That'd be beyond cruel. These beasts must fall here and now.
the GLB again.
Well, I'd say it's high time we threw caution to the winds.
So long as you spare me the heroic sacrifices.
Lol.
Now, let's go.
So he's not allowed to die. Gotcha. Okay, this is Corpse of Core, Crimson Savior. Of course she has an LB button. Oh my god. Embolden. Break the chain. What? Ah. I can just spam that. Okay, good to know. Oh, for the time being, just the magic combo should be more than enough. Maybe not for this one.
I'm fine.
I'm fine. Okay. So that's another 30-second cooldown. That makes sense. Beast calls down a rain of meteors.
Not today.
See if I care won't back down. Of course she won't. She's also not going to, you know, heal herself. Now sword shots. Can I get my LB now, please?
I'm not done yet.
None to worry about. The air crackles with energy. Find cover!
Aww, I screwed that up.
As they say, turnabout's fair play. On guard.
Vermilion Pledge. Nice. That was like 200,000 damage, Missy. Jeez, no chill there.
There's not the barest trace of ether. Maybe there really is no way to bring them back.
Thank you for saving our lives once again.
Of course. Always.
I remember you from Purusha. You helped us there too, didn't you?
Yeah, we're kind of like all over the place.
You're from Palaka's stand. I'm glad you're still in one piece.
Oh no.
Or you will be, once I see to that injury of yours.
Hmm.
Look out!
Oh! That looks familiar. Oh.
Get out of here! Quickly!
That's basically the scene out of the trailer, just with Grodd here.
I won't lose them. Not a one. This will be a brighter future. I won't let a madman's apocalypse ruin everything we've fought to achieve.
Get it together, Jose. You're embarrassing yourself. And in front of Father, no less.
She has noticed.
You might never measure up to our champion. But we ask too much of him as it is. You mustn't let our sword in the darkness fight alone.
Let's go. Round 2. Ooh, oh. I was like, who are you? That would be me. Casually walking onto the battlefield.
Oh.
I heard you were looking for a hero. That's precisely why you should never skip your squad regimen. You've done well in my absence. Oh.
I can look after myself, you know.
Where's the enemy?
Everything's in order, I trust.
More or less. Oh, it's still there.
I've had enough of this rabble. Come on!
I love how we're pretty much replaying the trailer, just with different characters. Alright, can I please now play myself? Yeah.
Trio for the ages. Just the beginning.
You're not even making it through, like, a full rotation. Come on. You're embarrassing yourself.
I had a feeling I'd find you here. This should be the last of the worst troublemakers. With me!
Oops. Oh well. That's fine. Alright, you are actually able to do some... take some beating.
On your feet.
We actually managed to go into a V formation. I love it. Be a good boy and turn the boss around again. Mainly because of the cleave there.
I am in your debt.
I know. You always are.
Now, where were we?
And we're done here. Okay, cool. More of that, please. Hey, Thancred. Oh no,
Board
Fortunate.
without delay. The ship will depart ere long.
Your offer to host us in Sharlayan is most appreciated. But will the final days not soon fall upon it as well?
Yeah, but
Your hesitation is not unwarranted. The satrap entrusted me with your lives, yet I have failed your comrades.
wasn't the idea to bring them here and then use the
Nor are
teleporter?
you wrong to fear that this corruption will continue to spread. I cannot promise you complete safety, even in my homeland.
So why not use the teleporter here? Excuse me, I'm confused.
What I can promise is that I will do all in my power to protect you.
You have no power here.
That power is not inconsiderable. Even now, my countrymen are preparing the vessel that will deliver us to a sanctuary on the moon.
Yeah, but
Join us on our journey there, and beyond, to new horizons. Come to old Sharlayan. Please.
I'm confused.
We would be fools to refuse such a generous offer made in earnest.
This scene makes no sense.
It seems they've a new destination.
The people of Radzat Han have known too much suffering. The march to Garlemald will only bring them more, short though it may be.
I quite agree. Fortunately, they have you to look after them.
Fortunately.
Yes. Well.
Behind you! Just there!
More of them.
It's only one. That's a Reaper. What are you doing here?
Xenos! Here!
Why?
You'll be all right. Hurry to the airship.
What the hell are you doing here, mister?
Why have you come?
A heretofore unseen beast. 'Twas ripe for the slaying. Poor sport, alas. Unfit to temper my blade.
Oh, for the love of... You cannot still be on about a rematch.
That is and has ever been my sole concern. You, on the other hand, are fixated on a different quarry.
That I
Your
am.
passion pales before mine. Yet neither hate nor despair seems sufficient to recapture your misdirected bloodlust.
There's no bloodlust. Just care about people. Idiot.
So I hone my blade, and I wait.
That's it. That's all you care about.
Yep. That's all he has always cared about.
Garlemald is in ruins. Our homeland, the nation you rule, is as good as gone. Along with so many of its people. Not just soldiers like us. Not only those who fought and killed for power and duty. Innocent civilians. Murdered by their own flesh and blood. Lost and confused as they breathed their last. While we who survived with our lives and minds intact were left to freeze to death. The Eorzeans tell me all this was your doing! You slaughtered your countrymen! You did! For what?
For nothing, in the end. So much.
Xenos Viator. Galvus.
You bastard!
For your own sake, Eulus, you must control your anger. It will serve no one should it consume you and see you transformed.
That is true.
Would you be happier had I a good reason?
Oh my god.
What?
If my motives met with your approval, would you no longer resent the outcome? If so, then perhaps a beast's skin would suit you better. Duty, honor, morality. All constructs of convenience when put to proof. Surely the war taught you how easily power becomes the tool of the self-righteous. How the people's justice was merely a means to their ends? Yet you would ask me why. Ask any creature of this star and those above for answers, and they will tell you what suits their fancy. And they would be right to do so. What meaning there is to be found in the petty vicissitudes of your existence must be gleaned by you, and you alone.
Hey, he understood something von Daniel never did. Mm-hmm.
Should you seek it in battle in the fruitless pursuit of my demise, then come. Assume your rightful place as a notch on my blade.
You are a blight on the Garlean race. And there would be no more satisfying way to expunge it than by beating you to death.
We tried that already, sadly it didn't work, so we'll have to find something else we can do to get rid of
I will
him.
not be party to another tragedy. I refuse to lose anyone else because of you. So go. Go! And may we never suffer your madness again!
Xenos! Perhaps you found meaning in living this way. I cannot deny you found strength. Yet if you only pursue your hedonistic pleasures and pay no heed to the plight of others, then no one will give you the time of day. You will never get what you want, not even the battle you pine for so dearly. You'll be alone for an eternity, and you'll deserve every agonizing second of it.
Damn. I mean, she's right. We don't care about his little quest for vengeance in a second fight. There are more important things to do and to take care of.
We're ready to depart. The refugee ships will be leaving shortly, but I've asked mine to remain for the time being. There's room enough for you to join me on it, if you wish.
Ooh.
Do contain your surprise. I needn't agree with the Scion's methods or intentions to acknowledge that their deeds are deserving of gratitude.
Wow.
We appreciate the offer. But might I ask why you are delaying your departure? I presume it is not solely for our benefit.
I must visit Garlemald ere we return to Sharlayan. Having caused such an uproar, 'tis only meet that I explain myself to the Ilzabard contingent.
I mean, we're right here.
Allow us to accompany you then. We should be glad to facilitate, given our familiarity with all concerned. If you would like to join as well, Eulus, we can speak of recent events on the way.
He'll be after your seat on the forum next.
Oh my god, that face. Perfect.